correctly. Looks okay. Looks like we're doing alright. Coder's having a bit of a fit. But there you go. I think we're good. We're doing it. There we go. There's the in-game noise. Making sure that's still working. Alright, greetings and salutations everyone. Welcome to Monday. Happy Monday. I am tired. I do apologize for the late start this morning, but as a lot of you know, a couple of days a month at least, I just have days where I don't sleep. And I wanted more sleep, so I hit the snooze button, basically. That's how it was. Yep, I'm here now, sorry. Apologize for everyone who was, like, overly excited about the stream this morning, and I was not here for you. Apologize, but sometimes I have to be a little greedy when it comes to getting some rest. Looks like we're low on comms. It's interesting. Your flight got canceled last night? Oh, sorry to hear that. I don't think that was that unexpected, but I am still sorry to hear that. Alright. Yeah, this is what we want. Hey, Nick. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I remember you telling me you're consolidating everything into Nick. We probably got another 25 minutes of sleep, by the way, for those of you who are interested. Making a last-minute trip to Reno. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to epic. I'm going to stick this heart in. Honestly, don't know which destiny that we want to work on. I imagine we're going to be in Shadow Dancer again for this next life. I think this part worked out pretty well. I did not sleep much at all last night. So the way my migraines work, at least a couple days a week they fight me for rest. It sucks balls. Alright. So I'm inclined to do Shadow Dancer again. But I don't think we have either. I don't think either of these have been gathered multiple times. Or at any times. We have our double strike finished. So which of these in Avoid is best? I guess it's got to be this one, right? Ancient Tactics. So the build we're currently playing is still that really oddball Artie Blard Favored Soul, which I actually am finding to be fun and interesting. But I would really like to have a little bit more room for my feat selection. And I also do not... I didn't record what my feat selection was while going through the leveling up process. Oh, looks like we... Hang on. Oh, I guess we do have some of these beats. I was just thinking that on this go-around, we might give up trying to cram in a little spellcasting stuff and just focus more on melee. But we did actually cram in some of them. Interesting. All right, let me screenshot what we're doing here too, really fast, with our bars and such, so I can basically repeat this when I want to. Yeah, I think we just go like this again. Things are gonna get kind of nasty, but when don't they? Right? When don't they? Wife sneak the dogs outside? Or is there another dog parking in the neighborhood? I mean, there's a couple of dogs running around the neighborhood, but they usually don't bark. Usually it's our dogs that bark. Our dogs are kind of a-holes. No, they're not that bad. Oh. Alright. We need no dexterity, right? I did. I saw that screenshot. I was going to say something. Or at least put a like on it. But, the reaction. There we go. But, will let me. That's a lot of Elder Gargaron tokens. Right? Or is those dinos? When I looked at them on my phone, I thought they were Elder Gargaron tokens. Now they don't look like that. Crater hoof. Oh. That also seems like a bad news bear. Oh, no wonder your opponent's at negative 56,533 damage. Yeah, that's rough. It's rough. Okay. All in charisma, a little bit of con, a little bit of intelligence to kind of pull off our important things. We need to get our balance to a particular place. Don't really need that much in perform. I'm going to try doing Intimidate. And I guess Bluff. Or Diplomacy. I think Bluff, probably. I want to make sure I have enough jump to be able to do things. Yeah, that seems right. Kind of like the way the previous... Oh my lord. Wow. We can work with this. This is something that we can start with, right? St. Patty's Day is Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Are we in? I feel like we're in. Our eyes aren't really going to matter. We're probably just going to put on our glowy eyes and be done. Yeah, this is fine. I just used to everyone having a big head because it feels like we are in this land where everyone in DDO's got really little heads and big shoulders. All right. I kind of would like to not do this here, but I guess we'll do it here. Oh, I'm not rebuying everything for Patty's Day. Sucks. I really was hoping that it would... Oh, it did. We just have to pick 6 more spells. Alright. We have to get our balance to like 9 or 7 or something like that. So I just want to get it a reasonable spot before we forget about it. Kind of wish they had the option for your tiefling to look like a normal human with poopy horns. Oh yeah. That's what Beef was trying to... They updated the art style and Wizards of the Coast demanded that they follow that style. It's a little bit lame. Oh wait, this is our Bard spell, right? Yeah, Merfolk's is probably fine. You know, why do I keep trying to update UMD? Let's get Disable caught up. Yeah, the rules are hard, man. Consistency is hard. Alright. I know I need at least 1 more point in balance. I don't remember if it's 7 or if it's 9. I think it's 7. Alright. Disable is caught up. Search is caught up, which means we have 1 more point for a full point somewhere. I guess we'll put it in Spellcraft. Like, why not? This is another Bard level. I have to pick 2. In. There's all sorts of issues with some of the models. Alright. So let's check on our rogue skills. Get them kind of worked back up. Kind of went insightful reflexes, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Maybe it would. I'm going to put the decision off and just take Quicken for now. I'm gonna actually cast the rest of these. I guess we'll take Featherfall just so I can spam other people Featherfall too, and then we can all be annoying together. Running late today? Yeah, I didn't sleep super well, so I finally felt like I could sleep again, so I grabbed a little bit of a nap. So it doesn't really matter. I always just assume that there's always a chance that I'll use a dagger instead of whatever, but I don't think that's really true this life. Let's see. I want Night Shield and Protection from Evil. Alright, now things get to start playing catch up a little quicker, right? A little nicer. Sure. Oh, we got a song request here. Nice. Check this out. Aquavarium by Dream Theater. I never wanted to become someone like him, so secure. Content to leave each day just like the last. I was sure I knew that this was not for me, and I wanted so much more. Far beyond what I could see, so I swore that I'd never be someone like him. It's kind of deep. So many years have passed since I proclaimed my independence, my mission, my aim, my vision, so secure. Content to live each day like it's my last. It's wonderful to know that I could be something more than what I dreamed, far beyond what I could see. Still, I swear that I'm missing out this time. As far as I could tell, there's nothing more I need, but still I ask myself, could this be everything? Then all I swore that I would never be was now. So suddenly the only thing I wanted to become, to be something just like him. A doctor sitting next to me, he asked me how I feel. Not sure I understand his questioning. He says I've been away a while, but thinks he has cured me from a state of catatonic sleep. For 30 years, where have I been? Eyes open, but not getting through to me. Medicate me, infiltrate me. Side effects appear as my consciousness slips away. Medicate me, science failing, consciousness fading fast. Can't you stop what's happening? A higher dosage he prescribes, but there's no guarantee. I feel it starting to take over me. I tell him not to be ashamed. There's no one who's to blame. A second shot, a brief awakening. I feel the relapse. I can't break free. Eyes open, but not getting through to me. Medicate me, infiltrate me. Side effects appear as my conscience slips away. Medicate me, science failing, consciousness fading fast. Can't you stop what's happening? Sailing on the 7 sees the day tripper dims already. Sailing on the 7 sees the day tripper dims already. DMs. Jack the Ripper, Owen Wilson, Phillips, and my supper's ready. Lucy in the sky with Diamond. Dave's not here. I come to save the day for Nightmare Cinema. Show me the way to get back home again. That is quite the verse. Running forward, falling back, spinning round and round. Looking outward, reaching in, scream without sound. Leaning over, crawling up, stumbling all around. Losing my pace only to find I've come full circle. Owen Wilson, that's what it said. Owen Wilson, Phillips, and my supper's ready. I think part of what's going on, part of what makes it feel weird is that sometimes they'll break up things with like clickable links. So when I see that space, I try to I semi-treat that like a comma, and I probably should not. Flying off the handle, be careful with that axe, Eugene, the dance machine. Messiah, light my fire, gabba gabba. Hey, hey, my generation's home again. Running forward, falling back, spinning around and round. Looking outward, reaching in, scream without a sound. Leaning over, crawling up, stumbling all around. Losing my place only to find I've come full circle. Jesus, it's not done? Alright. I thought that was a good natural end. And there's like a guitar solo and some end rolls and yeah. Root our deadly sins, fill his mortal wrath. Remove all obstacles from our path. Second, asking questions, search for clues. The answer's been right in front of you. Third, try to break through the long to connect. Fall on deaf ears and failed muted breath. Fourth, loyalty, trust, faith, and desire carries the love through each darkest fire. Fifth, tortured insanity, a smothering hell. Try to escape, but no avail. Sixth, the calls of admirers who claim they adore drain all your lifeblood like begging for more. Seventh, innocent victims of merciless crimes fall prey to some madman's impulsive designs. Octave, step after step, we try controlling our fate. When we finally start living, it has become too late. Trapped inside this octavarium. Trapped inside this octavarium. Trapped inside this octavarium. Trapped inside this octavarium. And we have more. We move in circles, balanced all the while on a gleaming razor's edge, a perfect sphere colliding with our fate. This story ends where it begins. And then there's an outro. What is the plan for this TR? Well, right now we're just going to ETR, so we're going to level back up one more time as this cluster that we have right now. And then depending on how quickly we successfully level, we're going to probably do a barbarian life. Because I want to experiment with it before the hardcore server. Because I think that's what I want to do for the hardcore. But I also may just want to do like a warforge. Or not a warforge, like an artificer. Watch Samus ruin his character again is my plan. That's the plan for everybody. I'm like, how good does it have to be? It doesn't have to be that good, right? It just lets the good ones, like, come out, right? We have to have the bad builds so we know what the good builds look like. Considering a Sork Monk hybrid I've been cooking up for hardcore, that sounds alright. I've seen some people with similar things. Good builds like the Poison Dog. When we finally do the Poison Dog, people are going to lose their S, man. I don't think it's that far away either. Oh, almost forget the spot. Alright. So we're kind of caught back up on our rogue skills. I don't think we need more. Sorry, I don't think we need I don't think we need more UMD. Kind of wanting power healing here. I feel like this is a spot that I was really weak on. None of these matter. Sure. That's right. That'll be the plan. Alright. So we didn't take any points in heal, which I would like to adjust. But I also want to make sure I have enough Intimidate that Intimidate actually does something. Again, I think that'll be fine. So I guess we just put the extra point open lock and then get a little bit higher open lock than usual. Yeah, I think if I'm trying to do something different this hardcore to make it a little bit more, I don't know if challenge is the right word, but at least a little bit more interesting. I mean, people have watched me now take wizards and go ham a couple of times. So instead of that, I thought I would try something different. I don't really care about any of these spells, right? All these things are trash. Maybe Lucky Cape does something. I don't know, so far I've been pretty lucky on the hardcore. No one has tried to like jump in there and steal Samus. But I also have the privilege of being able to pretty much start my hardcore character when hardcore starts. Not everyone has that privilege. Alright, now we should be able to start taking... Yeah, there we go. Now we should be able to start taking like our improved single weapon and our enlarged critical. People really want me to take Flame Turret. I think Flame Turret is just going to blow up a whole bunch. I really don't think it's going to do anything. But we'll take it this time. I'm not going to say I'm going to cast it, but it could happen. Stranger things have happened. Flame Turn is bad. It's kind of what I think. But something to grab hate is possibly okay. I don't think so, but give it a shot. I'm never going to cast Stone Skin, right? That's just super unlikely. I don't know, maybe. There's like a 1% chance I guess I cast Stone Skin. It's only plat. One more backpack space tied up. Oh, you're at half points now? Gross. Really want a 6th level lightning coil spell. I would like to see a whole lot more spells added to the list. Why can I not take... I think we figured this out last time, right? They only let us do bludgeoning and slashing. They won't let us do piercing. I kind of want to extend just to make the buffs go a little longer. I agree. Like it makes a Tesla coil that like shoots out and hits people. It'd be good. Because Heighten does nothing, right? Like, Heighten is a worthless spell. Accelerate spell would be okay, in the sense that it would make certain things quicker. But Maximize and Power, I took last life, and I felt like they were doing nothing. So I think we're going to do much less casting for, like, offensive spells. We're basically a buffer. A self-buffer. I would really... well... There's an argument for improved critical bludgeoning, but I don't think so. Not this life. I think it's between extend and accelerate spell here. Let's extend for convenience, yeah. I agree, Talab. Pretty sure it's that. Why am I taking attack spells? I don't care about that. Yeah, perhaps. Oh, shit, kids. We get 2 whole points. Okay, I would open lock, right? It finally put some points into heal. Seems real bad, though, doesn't it? Again, I hope this is 7 and not... We should look. I feel like if I don't look, I'm going to be wrong. Feats, combat stances, no. Single weapon fighting. 7 ranks in balance. All right, we're good. Yeah, fine. We're in. We're ham. All right, now we should be able to take either offhand versatility, which I think we'll wait on, and instead I think we'll be able to take piercing. Stab you in your kidneys. Also, having a, quote, thing you could summon with like 100,000 hit points would be a great combat flow ability. Yeah? I wonder if this was the life that we were supposed to experiment with being a half robot. I don't think so. think there's probably a half robot build out there. This is when I realized that how much I wanted haste. What? How's that only one? Did we level it up twice last time? Alright, so our rogue skills are caught up, is that correct? Spellcraft, disable, search, spot. Alright, so I want to take what's left of this and dump it into heal. This is also where I realized that I haven't been taking care of jump the way I want either. So our jump is still going to be bad, I think. I think we can skip rogue skills this level to have more in heal. Not a half a point, Samus, idiot. That's how we end up with like 22.5 on our skills. Cure serious wounds and haste. Oh wait, no. Displacement. Displacement and haste. Yes, please. Although, I think yes, please. All right, and we'll take Blur also just in case. And then this is like, yeah, we're just on our way up the arty tree now, so. Boom, 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 boom. Play catch up on these things that we didn't do last time. I guess we put a point there, and then we can put 1 point in heal. Because intimidates a half, or is at a half, right? Yeah. Now we could do like Arcane Initiate, but I think we're probably going to do Greater Single Weapon Fighting. Seems like the correct choice. The reason I'm half tempted to take something like Greater, Arcane Initiate, stuff like that, is because I do still rely heavily on Color Spray until like level 27, and then it starts, like I can't keep my DCs up. Because I haven't figured out the gear. But it does pretty good until like 27. Am I going to tweet about Memphis later, question mark? I don't understand. Huh. What a bunch of idiots. That's hilarious. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm about to be all in tweeting about Memphis, though. Are you kidding? Sure, I guess. Just non-stop. Like, look up some Memphis facts. Like, do you realize the population of Memphis is blah, blah, blah? Banned. Alright, so that takes everybody to their... Ooh. How are you... Are these somehow full skills? Oh, because I was a bard. But this isn't, right? Okay, that never was. These two are full skills. Okay. I'm like trying to figure out how we got these to 12. I'm just like blown away for a second. Sorry. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that a person is doing it, Nick. It just means that the AI has latched on to that word and put it in there as a way to go down and ban. I'm not pro banning a lot of that stuff, but I realize that they're going to do what they want. I don't like it at all. I think if you're the new phone company, you should not limit things. And I think that there's going to be some lawsuits in the coming years that are going to make things be forced legally to change, which is what they want to do in the first place. Really like Radiant Force Field. Sensors actually do anything for us? Not really, right? I like Radiant Force Field a lot. It's one of my favorites. The portal knows where to go. Tensors takes up an inventory slot. It does. It does, in fact, take up an inventory slot. As is its way. Alright, let's... This is the other thing I dislike. Why do I have to re-plug in my inventory? Like, can they seriously not remember this? I feel like they shouldn't be able to remember our inventory selections. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of kind of telling them how to deal with some of these issues. They're not going to listen, so I kind of feel like I'm wasting my breath. Let's see, that's teleport, greater teleport. Oh, we can't use that till 21. Ah, funny. Close of the Queen. Skill Mastery. Double Strike is a martial. This is a martial, right? We'll put them both on the bar. I think this is a power over life and death. Alright, so Primal, Martial, Divine. What are we missing? This is Arcane. No, this is not Arcane. Arcane would be Arcane Alacrity. We want the spells faster. Alright. And then Iconics. I think we're going to do Deep Gnome again to keep pushing that DC as much as we can. We could also do ASMR Scourge for more Double Strike. But I think that's correct. I have a pile of metas. I think we have anything else that needs to go in our bar from here. Let's put it in the 5 position, I think. Alright. So let's take a look at this. Now, last time we ended up going heavy in War Chanter. Is what we ended up doing. We touched Swash. We were heavy in War Chanter. I feel like that worked out reasonably. Like, overall, I felt like the build played okay. There were some places where we struggled, but I think that's mostly me dealing with the fact that I was trying to do melee in bigger Reaper content. Alright, so your hit points. Rough and Ready's good. I don't really love any of the rest of these, right? Guess that's fine. Wait, is that it? Got one more sprint boost. Is 6DR, like, I noticed, like, I was joking about it a lot. I don't think 6DR actually matters anymore. But it is 2 more to PRR. Yeah, it's probably fine. PRR is good. We like PRR. Can't do that. This is good. Why is DR not good anymore? On paper, it sounds like a great thing. Well, when a monster hits you for 1,000 and you absorb 6 of it, you're still taking 994 points of damage. So there was lots of times when we were doing those Reaper 6s and 8s last life, where we would get hit for like 2,000 points of damage. So it's mostly that it doesn't scale with monster damage, exactly. Which is why this one's not that bad, because it does give us more PRR. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need to get one more up here so we can get to this. I know we want this guy. I know I like Kingly Recovery. I think we did Howl of the North. This seems really strong also. Like, all of these top tiers seem good. Alright, so let's put that tree aside now. Barb DR works because it's percentage. I wonder if DR would work better in general as percentages. Probably. But I don't think they're ready to make that change. Change. Which of these things is less poopy than the other? I guess this one. Alright, those are our racial points. Put those to the side for a minute. Always Baby Dragon, Charisma to hit, spell points. We don't have to take this. We do have Night Shield. But I do want to get up here to Greater Color Spray. We need 1 point. This costs 2. So I'm like trying to shave some points here. There was something I really wanted, but I was like 3 points short of being able to do previously, and now I should have looked to see what it was, because now I don't remember. Alright, don't think we're going higher in this tree. For whatever reason, this one's going to be weird. Alright, so what was it that we were looking for? Oh, we were considering doing daggers with the Night Fighter tree. Is what it was. That would be, that's a big DPS change right there. This right here with the extra 20% bonus to double strike is pretty nuts though. We are currently set up, however, to use a dagger, or not a dagger, our rapier. Alright. Let's not do that for right now. So instead we have 8 points. 8 points could easily go 2 here, which is pretty bonkers. 2 here, which would be pretty good. At least this was a 4. I feel like we could find a spot for 4. Like, this whole thing was really good. 5% action boost all the time, or yet another action boost. I don't think we're ready for yet another action boost. I would not be opposed to having more Kingly Recovery. That feels real good. I'm not opposed to, like I said, having permanent magic missile protection. That seems really strong as well. Like, this is the kind of thing that I like out of this tree. I think I'm going to take more Kingly Recovery and magic missile protection for now. I just feel like those are the places, like self-healing was a place that I felt like I struggled with, and I really liked having the Kingly Recovery. Alright. So we know this goes over here. This never got used, hardly at all. So let's just stick it over here at random. Same thing with this. It never really got used. This is a short-term buff. This might now get used. This might now get used. I got used a lot. Alright. Divine Might. Conjure Shadow Blades. Imbue with Shadow. Color Spray in the 3rd slot. Gets all the things. Let's see. I'm trying to set it up very similar so I have less of a relearning where buttons are, and I can just go back to relying on muscle memory for those things, like for those attacks and whatnot. I'm sure it's not going to work out the way that I want, but oh god, I have a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock after the stream today. I'm ready to go, get out of the house and get back so I can take my migraine meds. My head is, it's one of those days, man. One of those days where I just want to scream every 15 god blessed seconds. Alright, what else are we missing? Oh, I didn't take the... That's what else we missed. We're missing some stuff out of Battle Engineer that we had taken. No, not Battle Engineer. Renegade Master Maker. So what are we missing right away? We're missing some hit points, some more hit points. We're not in heavy or medium armor, unfortunately, because we're swashbuckling. If we weren't swashbuckling, we could take more points in Renegade Master Maker. But I think we lose a lot. Hey, good morning, Nate. Yeah, I liked having 2 cleaves with the high single weapon fighting. Like, that's really good for AoE stuff, which is part of what we're giving up now. So to get to this cleave, we need 6 points. We had 8. We can get these 2 back. Don't think we had these last time, but I kind of want to try it. We could recover 1 of these, but I don't think I think we're going to let it go. For now, anyway. We'll see how it does without it. I think we're going to notice, especially the 25 missing hit points, but also that cleave. This cleave in particular. I also did Mighty Slam, which did land a reasonable amount of time until like level 25, and then it stopped working. I'm going to miss having this cleave. A lot, I think, actually. I don't know if it's enough to try to figure out how to make it fit, but... we could shave these 2 points. I think it's also good. +2 to hit and damage all the time is pretty good. Is it better than having a cleave, though? There's 4 of our points that we need. We pull these 2 points of damage out here, and we pull this out. So we only need to find 2 more points, which we could shave something. I know, let's just try it without it. And if I feel like it's lacking, we'll try to put it back in. Alright, and then we have... this is for Dire Charge. This is the other cleave. 6 is the stun, which we're not going to have. And these guys. So here's the other question. Do we want to take Shadow Form? I like a lot of things about Shadow Form. Like a lot of things about Shadow Form. I really enjoy it. Can you play as a goblin? No. Sorry. No goblins. You can play as a gnome and a halfling. So what do you guys think? Shadow Form, yes or no? Which means we'd be giving up Dark Imbuement, I think, to take Shadow Form. Because I don't think we can shave any more points to get up here. Don't know enough about Shadow Dancer? Well, so this is on a 2-minute cooldown. And for 30 seconds you get 96 extra damage. That scales with your higher of your melee or range power. You also get 15% melee and or range power, some sneak attack dice, and the range of your melee attacks increases. Been waiting for Ashes of Creation, and they don't have a goblin race you can play as either. I guess you're going to have to stick to WoW. Well, we're definitely not giving up Consume. Right? Like, Consume and Invasion and D-Door are like the 2 reasons that we want to be Shadow Dancer. Consume, Evasion, and D-Door. So I don't think we can shave any more points here. Does this and this stack? So like on the 19 and 20 we get the extra +1 to our critical damage. Here on the 19 and 20 we also get +1. Okay, they do stack. Alright, good. And then Overwhelming Critical also stacks in there too. We also don't have to twist in Meld, which is also pretty strong. Let's see. Let's try putting Shadow Training someplace where we maybe use it a little bit more often. That can be quite strong. Consume. Dark Imbuement. Executioner Strike. Activate this ability to use Shadow Walk up to 5 times per rest. Also, using weapons that qualify for Weapon Finesse, you get 3 Profane bonus to your Double Strike. Oh dear lord, do I have to hit this? Gross. I think I have to start hitting that. 3% more Double Strike is the deal. I think I took it to get up here. Let's try. If that's the case, I'm in. Should probably put this on here too. Or she's or charisma, since we are so charisma based. Alright, what do we need to get to this tier? We need 16 points and we have spent 15, so we just need one more point to get out of here. This is not great, but everything else is like 2 points. Well, again, the reason why is we could take a point out here. But we have to add one, what, somewhere here or lower, right? I could add Shadow Lance. So, like, I would have to do this before I could take this out. Because this is our tier to get out. So that's our bare minimum of 4 to get out here. So which of these other tier 1 powers do you guys think is better than the third point of Technician? Oh, you think to not take this. Skill Mastery. The thing about Skill Mastery is it helps with healing, it helps with Intimidate, it helps with Bluff, Diplomacy, etc. Like, it's good across the board. Spell Power. Like, I could... Can I pull this point out? I can't until I put it someplace else, also. I said these are the bare minimum right now. Skill Mastery for Jump, that's also correct. It seems minor compared to that mischance. The mischance of... Oh, of the Shadow form? I agree. But we've got to get up the Shadow form. That's... So we need one more point to be able to get to tier 5. So, like, for now, I guess we'll put it here. So now we can take tier 5. So if we do Executioners tier 1... Okay, so tier 1 for now. Untouchable. Seal Soul. That gives us 5 points. Am I on the Players Council? I am not. I get asked every year, and I turn them down every year. Well, actually, I take that back. I did not get asked this year. Every year before this year. And the reason why is twofold. One, I feel like I am extremely opinionated on what I think the game should be like and what I think should happen. And I'm extremely vocal about it. And most of that vocaltivity, most of the time it comes out either on the streams or on DDoCast or stuff like that. So keeping that kind of stuff buttoned up when you're doing 45 to 50 hours of streaming, I don't know, however you want to, being vocal about the things that I think are correct or incorrect, I don't know, pick your own word for that. But I would have an extremely difficult time of not sharing things that I know about. Right? So, let's say I separate more of my time away from the stream and growing the stream to work on the Players Council. So now, some of my DDO time that normally would be streamed is now branched over for the Players Council. And then two, so we have less streaming. And then two, I have all this known knowledge and data and stuff like that that I can't talk about on the stream when I am streaming. So like, it just doesn't make sense for me with the way that I work. Now there are people I believe that have been or are currently on the Players Council that I believe do stream and have streamed while doing it. And I know that sometimes things slip out. Because I've been on streams where things have slipped out. So like, for me, it's not a good idea. So I would rather suffer along with everybody else than alright, let's try Shadow Form. Why the F not? Why shouldn't I have this power? Alright, we had a stun here. And we had a cleave here, which we're missing both. I think the twists are kind of easy. If you guys want to continue talking about Players Council, I can do that, but I don't really have much more on the thoughts than that right in this minute. I'm also not sure how effective those people really are. I feel like they tend to select people that are more yes mini than I am. Level 20. When we're done, we're going to be doing heroic things. So I'm going to log into Phlor's account, and I'm going to go drag him through some stuff. Yeah, no, the Players Council has been in place a long time. And before the Players Council, there was... I guess Phlor is actively logged in. But yeah, are you actually playing? Or are you just, okay. It says he does not have time. Alright, what else did we have? Does anyone remember what our other twists were? Like, I'm 99% sure that one of them was... I had two twists from the Grandmaster Tree. I had Running with the Wind and A Dance of Flowers. And then what was our other tier 2? I have forgotten. Oh, I remember now. It was Action Boost Power. Power Boost. Okay, Power Boost. And then Flowers. Also, I just realized that Haste was not the correct spell. A dance with flowers starts with an A in the English alphabet, for the record. Just for those of you who are not sure on your ABCs like the rest of us. I am, however, an expert at ABC. Not after that. Alright. So Running with the Wind gives a 30% enchantment bonus to movement speed and 6% double strike on your melee attacks. Alright. So, how are we doing on our double strike here? It says 10. That does not seem correct. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at its 10 at the moment. Woohoo! 25! You jealous, kids? I just ate 200 experience points. That's what you like to call an efficiency. Alright. So, real quickly while we're here. Yeah, this Bard spell was wrong. Visibility was like here. Back when I still had Trip on my bar though, which I don't think is going to be the thing anymore. Sorry, there's a guy who's been wanting to buy large swaths of my collection for quite a while. Talking about coming to town this week to is interested in purchasing some things. I need to sell some things. Part of me doesn't want to. Because I want to make sure that I get a reasonable value. And if I sell to somebody who's like buying collections, they're going to want to hit me for like half. Ha, Fetty! I know that if I'm more patient, I can get closer to 80% pretty easily. Oh, and I want to try the full caster at some point. I have the feeling that it's good. Well, maybe not good, but at least reasonable. Yeah, good is too strong a word. I apologize for good. But I do feel like it would be reasonable. One of these breaks boxes through things. I thought it was a second level spell. Lightning Sphere, but I guess not. What do you think? We're going to be doing armor speed. I don't think we can do armor enchantment. And we're doing Conjure Shadow Blade, so we don't need enchant weapons, but we're also doing greater elemental stuff. Alright, so he also just said he is not interested in bulk today. So we just ETR'd back into the 12 Arty, 7 Bard, 1 Favored Soul, single weapon fighting. Probably should be a dagger fighter, but I invested heavily in a rapier, so we're doing rapier things. Is the build sore? Trying to decide if I want a big cure or if I want the Radiant Force Field. I feel like Radiant Force Field is pretty good. The problem is it doesn't last, like for a 3-minute cooldown, it doesn't last that long. I don't think it can be extended, right? No, just quickened. Where I think this will actually end up doing more for us in the long run. It's a bloody shame, really. Yeah, so while I'm thinking about it, this should have been the 3rd level heal spell, this haste. We might go change it real fast. So we have the ability to heal somebody at range a little quicker. But if we defensive fighting, epic defensive fighting, it won't matter. Which is something that was really aggravating to me last life. I was very annoyed at the epic defensive fighting. I guess we try this. We'll put this on our bar just so people stop being like, why don't you cast this? Because nobody wants to hear me say because it's trash. Alright, we still have 2 first level spells. None of these really matter. Guess we can queue up yet another healing potion. Maybe at least after the fight we'll be able to like slam enough heals so we can actually heal up. If we can live through the fight. Alright, I think that's probably fine. What else are we missing? Nothing super over the top, at least. Alright, we're probably using you for now. Even though it's nowhere near as good as everything else. Big dagger. Big rune arm. Big necklace. Big glove. Big hat. Bigger ring. Bigger rune arm. Another big rune arm. Belt. Big rapier. Big armor. Another big rune arm. Jeez. I just loaded up like every big rune arm I had, huh? I was just all in on every rune arm. Sounds about right. It's very possible we're wearing the Gossamer Weave this go around. Oh no, we have a big Charisma Cloak, don't we? That's what we're wearing. Okay. So again, we were focusing on keeping our color spray DC as high as possible until we realized that our color spray DC no longer mattered. Which is a pretty terrible feeling. That it just wasn't landing like it should. Alright, so we want Whirling Words or Quarantine or both. I think for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to take the Whirling Words and be content. We are just doing some baby heroic things at the moment. Grab that for 21. Alright, so what did we not put on? We didn't put on a belt. Why can I not find waist? There it is. And then we were wearing the bigger ring of the Stalker. And then in our goggle slot, we were wearing, oh, they're not here. Must mean they're still here somewhere. We were wearing the goggle that increases our illusion DCs. What the hell is that thing called? What the hell is it called? I wonder if they're lower level than that. Yeah, they are. The paranasal lenses. I don't know. But if we go over here now to our plus and we look at our spell casting, our illusion bonuses are 8. So color spray is 8 plus 17 plus our charisma modifier, which is 24. So outside of Reaper, 24 plus 17 plus 8 equals 49. Yeah, we're still like dex to saving throws and stuff, right? So it's probably reasonable. Let's see, these require 20 points in the tree. Oh, what am I doing? So bad. Alright. So we need one more point in the tree. Alright, so that's done. This needs one more point in the tree. Do we even care about that? I don't think so. Impressive Reaper points? Yeah, we've got a couple. Just a matter of pretty much always staying on it. Okay. So for now, we'll leave things like this. Aren't the Reaper main stats applied outside of Reaper mode? Some things are, to some degree. So, like, currently this is saying our enchantment stuff is plus 10, which I'm assuming is these right here. And then we did get another point of our charisma here. So we got 3 more to our enchantment DC by doing this. And we managed to get our double strike up to 30. And our melee power is currently at 102. So I think those are probably fine. If this raised our cap, I'd be more interested, but it currently does not. We're currently maxed at 19. Okay, is there anything else that I'm missing off the top of my head? I don't think so. We have a weapon of some sort. We have the ability to go forward in a quest. Feats. Apparently none of our Reaper stuff is on anymore. What? All that stuff must go away. Alright, well, then I'm not going to worry about it. Let's put this down here. It's a little bit different of a pattern this time, but we'll try it. BRB, you're going to look at the VOD. I still feel like I'm missing something. Like some oomph. Alright, let me confirm that we do not have anything else turned on. Phlor, you still... I guess I could look. Yeah, he is not logged on. I'm the only one logged on. I am the king of the guild. Alright. Let's see. Go backwards through my text messages here and find Phlor's information. Do my best not to share with everybody on the internet. I will tell you for the record, Phlor knows how to make passwords, by the way. All right. Phlor is logging in here. Boink. Let's take a look at what we got going on. Is level 19 Barbaria. I don't know if we really want to dive super deep in here, but no. But I thought we had gotten in some Reaper experience. Let's check things out for what's going on here. So we currently have a 10% double, 9% double strike, and 11 melee power. Looks like we have some action points that need spent. Where does it say our strike throughs at though? Yeah, strike throughs at 200%. So he is hitting hard. We got our tier 5 going on in Ravager, which looks pretty correct. We can more hit points. We could run faster. Don't think he's going to be sticking around too much after level here, but we'll see. Alright, did we successfully farm up your D12? And if so, would I be able to find... God. Love you, Phlor. Your backpack's a mess. Alright. Oh, he's ranked 93. We're not going to have that much work ahead of us, I don't think. I just want to get him to 20. If I can get him to 20, I can pull him wherever. And he can log on and he can be scared running around behind. It doesn't matter. But once I get him to 20, different scenario. So we just got to get him eased up a little bit to level 20 here. And I think the easiest way to start that is going to be by doing these two quests here. Alright. Samus will be our primary selector. Our primary view. You guys can't imagine how this is going. So I've got a bunch of people wanting to know if we have TV series at the arena. The answer is probably. Come in and look. Not going to answer inventory questions over stuff like that can just disappear at a moment's notice.
You can't put aside the inevitable.
I can't put aside the inevitable. I just did though. Next thing you know, Reapers are going to show up in town because apparently town is in Reaper mode. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take Reaper mode in town. I don't care. Bring it on. Let's do it all.
Feed me.
Share Sane Asylum. I like a Sane Asylum. For me, it's one of my more favorite quests for this kind of thing. Oh, we can't Reaper this though. Idioso. No, I do not want to make the thing public. I might, however, want to have a Jahealing Jahirling. I feel like you're good. Are you good? Heal, mass heal, divine vitality, resurrection. Haystack is trash. I don't think we need I don't think we need that long to get Phlor up to snuff. What's this? Oh, shadow form. Look at us. We're the shadows. The shadows know what's up. Alright, so this should add another layer of defenses to our build that we didn't have before. I'm hoping this is going to be enough to make something happen. Oh, apparently Shadow Form goes away when you enter quests. I didn't know that. That's cool. Let's see. Let's also take our meta magics and just... I'm just going to turn them all on. It's probably incorrect. But I am going to turn Extend on. Turn Extend on. Alright, anything else? Nay. And we talked to Dirk. Alright, we're good. Hey Melanie, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
This changes nothing.
Oh, you know what I didn't grab? I didn't grab a level 20 item swap for traps. Probably be okay, right? Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Let's get back in our shadow form.
If you're done with your foolishness, I have souls to devour.
Oh yeah, souls to deliver. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a consume here, because these guys can be problematic sometimes, although probably not on this difficulty. Get out of here. Got secondary goggles for your alt from Blow Deadline today. Nice. Yeah, Blown Deadline is a greedy quest in my experience. Greedy. Never wants to give you the things. Oh, hey, let's also do this. Hey, let me sneak attack you. Yeah, I missed the stun. I may have to relook at my action points a little bit again. Helped a friend get a snow helm from Feywild with stat bonus. Nice. You're a good friend. I may be a person that wears this snow helm soon too.
You hear a voice inside your head. Like mine. You can rotate every piece of this mechanism.
Alright, so again, always solve this side to the puzzle first. It makes the rest, like, come right together. It doesn't matter which way you go, if you're going up or down. But it'll, in my oh no, that was correct. In my experience, it's the easiest to solve the puzzle on this side first.
Baubles and flummery. Distractions from the inevitable.
What does this thing currently have in it? Next fall, long shadow, long shadow, long shadow. Okay. Dang, I really thought we were going to get through. I guess I spent too much time casting whatever that spell was. Not enough time getting heal or attacking. What epic destiny are we using? I'm currently using the Shadow Dancer tree. This build really wants evasion.
Glittering treasure. Little good it did for once.
I'm not running Phlor all the way here for treasure. Sorry, Phlor. Yeah, we're right at level 20. Turn Phlor's view back on here. So we are at about 2/3 through level 19 now. Or this rank anyway. For those of you who don't know about Phlor, Phlor is a returning guildie who used to play all the time back in the day. And had some problems with TRing and the TR system. He kind of struggled with that idea. He was not a person that likes the leveling process. So playing a game that suddenly became, especially at the time, all about leveling, he was not really into. And unfortunately, since he is not level 20, I can't Reaper this, or otherwise I would do so. No, do not post public groups. By the way, the Fates Singer Tier 2 and Tier 3 are awesome for the whole group.
You can't put aside the inevitable.
I haven't looked at the Spell Singer changes in depth yet. It's partially because there's still like a better than average chance that I'm just going to end up being a Spell Singer over on the hardcore server. I really like it. I think it's a strong... I thought it was strong before the changes, and it's just more strong now for First Life characters. I would recommend people that are interested in hardcore season... this upcoming hardcore season to strongly consider a half-elf, pure, or one level of rogue splash for skills. And you want to be Warlock Dilettante, for the record. I really like the Warlock Dilettante for bards, in particular. You add an awful lot of damage to your spells that way. People who want to get to high levels probably want to get to Favored Soul. No, I don't know. My Season 1 5,000 favor person was the Bard. Season 2 and 3 were both Wizards. But it's just because they lived and and I didn't roll up the bard. So season 1 and season 2, or sorry, season 2 and season 3 went really well for me because I went in with a different goal.
Jeweled eye stands near a large and ornate crest. Although the marble form stands silent and immobile, it appears that the statue is meant to be the crest's guide.
Favorite Soul is good for survivability, but the room clear on the Spellsinger Bard for Hardcore Season 1 is just phenomenal. Especially with the half-elf dilettante. Like, run in, and for like 4 mana, you shout, shout, shout down the whole room, and just like kill everything. It's like a Sork in that regard, especially if you're only doing like Reaper 1s or Elites.
This must be one of the Lord of Eye's agents. Destroy these spies before they can report back.
Like, you don't get wings and you lose some hit points, but you pick up sustaining songs, you pick up a lot of gas. I'm not saying that Favorite Souls aren't great. Again, because I want to change my style for this upcoming hardcore, I'm looking at being the tank. And just the tank. I'm not looking to necessarily be the Swiss Army knife that I usually am. Because normally I prefer to have... I feel like rogues on the hardcore server are very important. And I feel like I can't trust anybody else to stay alive on their rogue. Yeah, I haven't tried a bard since the change either. Maybe we do want haste. Hell yeah, maybe this was an accidental win for us. Of picking up haste just to get rid of slow. That was something I found really problematic. Oh, also, we're not running displacement. This might also be quickened.
On the far side of the blazing chasm, a creature formed out of molten lava.
They haven't announced, but I'm afraid they're not going to be too much different.
Once again, the door opens when its guard falls. It's almost as if someone was invited inside.
It'll probably be some sort of cloak, a hat, and I assume some sort of mount. I really hope they take the opportunity to at least do a vehicle mount instead of just another horse mount. I have the feeling, don't quote me, but I have the feeling that we're going to get magic carpets with this one. It feels like the way that Severlin was talking about them is more than just a passing desire. It feels like it was a big hint, like, no, this is what we're going to do. But I don't know for sure. The only thing you want from hardcore is the bloody footprints. Yeah, I got my bloody footprints and I don't even use them that often. I turned everything on last life thinking that I would be able to keep it for this life, but apparently that's incorrect, so... You weren't cool enough to get them? I hope that they bring them back in some, like, acid footprints or something. Like, I think that's a cool effect. I just don't want them to be bloody footprints. They could be muddy. They could be rotting. They could be
An ecstatic Medusa dances to an
any number of other options that have a similar effect, and I think it'd be quite cool. No thanks. Do not want. I mean, you can make me hard in a different way, baby. Danced, huh? Danced. Stinky poo-poo footprints? Yeah, they could do lots of things. They could they could put chunks of flesh. They could have piles of gold. There could be any number of little things that do something like that, and I would be pretty pleased.
Good you did for the ones you killed to claim it.
Our healing on normals, on not Reapers, are gonna make us get lured into a false sense of confidence. We're gonna step into a Reaper and get melted. So we're not gonna heal worth a crap. Icy footprints would be cool. So there's a innumerable amount of things that could fall behind your character to like lead a path that would be
Need a set of crests to
interesting.
The crests you collected during your a regal figure gestures for you to approach. You have found Orlask, the Lord of Stone. The Dalkir raises his hand, and a squad of gargoyles instantly springs into battle.
Wow, it looks like our rune arm's working today. There are days when it doesn't seem to work as well as other days, for sure. So I'm glad to see that it is in fact working today.
More gargoyles.
We love icy footprints. You're an ice sort.
Die for their
Yeah, I'm pretty open to whatever they want to do, I guess, realistically. For me, it's not so much about the rewards as much as it is about... I feel like, as a streamer, people want to see you playing on the hardcore server. Everyone likes to see the streamer die, right? Everybody wants to see that heightened tension on the screen.
A familiar hiss signals
Like, it is pretty funny
Medusa and her followers.
watching, oh, there's a Reaper for some reason. It's pretty funny watching, going back and watching some of the, like, deaths and stuff like that. In hindsight, they're fun.
A colossal form bursts from the stone, roaring defiantly.
They're not always as much fun in the moment. Well, I think you get both, right? Like, if the streamer dies a whole bunch doing things outside their comfort zone, you get some fun out of that. And then when they, like, either settle into their comfort zone or get the hang of what they're doing, then it... Make sure the floor doesn't get logged out here. I think he's on VIP now, though, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much.
Your performance in battle pleases the insane Dalkir, the Lord of
But
Stone,
I think everybody's got their preferences, right? All right, so Phlor now is... I guess we can just throw it on the screen. That quest was almost a third, maybe even more than a third of what we needed, so we're good. My hardcore deaths included, what's the parrot doing in the guild ship? And oh, I thought I had Featherfall. One of the rooms, I believe that's trapped, has parrots. Okay, so what else is kind of like in our short list here? Let me double check that Phlor can go to Evening Star. I believe he can. I thought he had a key. Like, mostly sure he's got a key. Also, where's your bloody horse? Did I not get you? I swear to God I farmed you a horse. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I only farmed the wife up a horse. Alright, that makes sense. Am I looking for experience? I'm looking to get Phlor to level 20. And if Phlor turns around and TRs immediately at level 20, then he's leveling his own self up up a little bit. Because I don't have any more level 1s. I'll be happy to help you at level 15 and above. But I don't have... Wait, what am I doing? Looking for a key. Phlor, you're in the chat. Did you have a... Yeah, we might do some AMRAS stuff too. I was just thinking that if I could do the high road, I think I might only need a high road for a low-level saga of my own. Did you not have a key to Evening Star? I swear you did. Gross. Gross. Alright, let's try this. Gross. Alright. So how do we do this now? We have to go to the Hall of Heroes and log out and log back in. Is that right? Is that how that works? So I don't want to solo Genesis Point. Just because I think it would be a pain trying to keep Phlor alive while I do that. Although I could have Phlor pick up a hireling, and Phlor could probably, between the hireling and him, could probably be fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll just go there. Talking myself out of where I actually want to go. Yeah, I think we did some Reaver's Refuge already. I already did all the IQ. So, like, the windows for what to play is starting to close down a little bit. Level... That's the same person that I have with me though, right? Yeah, it's fine. I probably don't actually need anybody on this difficulty. Probably, he says. Alright. That's the... We're here. We'll just take this path. It's one more... it's not one more. It's a little bit extra loading screens. Yeah, that's the problem, is that a lot of this stuff is... Because I can't do it on Reaper, I can't bring Phlor with me, so on Reaper modes. So part of what's going on here is that we just don't have... We're not getting that big boost of experience by doing everything on Reaper. Otherwise, he'd be done. Also, there's like 30,000 experience, 40,000 experience out here just doing like Slayers and running the Explore zones. No, stop asking me that. So it is possible that just throwing Phlor in the... Do I need a healer? I don't think so. I think just having Phlor, like, drink a pot and run around there is probably fine. Alright, we'll do the... Some of these quests I don't like doing solo, though. But, Sins of Attrition I actually really enjoy. I think Sins of Attrition is a fun quest. You can do Madness Chain. I did the 2... Oh, I'm 20. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Yugo pots. I usually don't have room for them in like my inventory or whatever. I better not start. If I start and Phlor gets murdered, then I'll just have to come back out anyway. I hate other people's bar layouts. No, I am DC dependent for color spray. Oh, is Samus got an ice storm falling on his head? Is that where all this noise is coming from? Kind of sounds like it. Man, it looks like a blade barrier. Color spray is pretty good. Is there a toggle that I've clicked for this to come up every time? How can I make this go away? I do not want to make an LFM public. If I did, I would hit those buttons, but I do not. I'm gonna send Phlor down to get murdered somewhere, probably. Like, I don't want to advertise for players right now. I don't know where that option is. There should be an option to turn that off. Say no to that box. Well, that's what I've been doing every time, but I don't really think it's taking. Look how tough Phlor is. He's sitting there auto-running against the wall, just taking hits, not getting killed. I don't want an LFM. I'm also tired of that popping up on my screen. Come on, Phlor. Get murdered, buddy. Take the D. I just don't want it to pop up. Do you want to... There we go. I want to go ahead and drag him through this because ingredients, named items for sentience experience, blah blah blah, and it'd be too much work to try to bring him through after the fact. Well, I don't know why it ever said public in the first place. It just is what I'm saying. Like, I've never selected that option in my entire life, nor do I want to. If I want to put a group up, I'll put a group up. I don't want to have anybody willy-nilly jump into my group. You never know when someone jumps in and just is like, expletive, 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 and then completely demonetizes my YouTube video, or... It's not that they're monetized now, but... You see what I mean, though. They... Must have accidentally clicked it at some point. Maybe. I don't know. I just... That should be an option that I do not want this. And I have no problems playing with people a lot of the time. I will tell you, DDO, when I want to play with people. And then we just have to get to level 21, which we could do anytime. Getting ourselves to 21 is not a big deal. We have some sagas prepped, ready to go. Which again is part of the reason I thought Phlor can get to Evening Star, then I can go finish High Road, and that would be another saga for me ready to go, the Heroic Saga. But I'm not sure if that's even true. Hey, you know what also would be sweet? If I turn on all my defensive things. That'd be awesome. Let's go, Chunky Monkey. Show me your... Oh, I guess not show me your kidneys because I hit the Intimidate button and not the I'm a helpless kitten button. Yeah, I really missed that other cleave. Sprint boost! Oh yeah, I forgot we're like permanent Featherfall now. Gross. Alright. The traps in this quest do hit the monsters. So if you can fight in the traps, do it. It's great. Poop. Phlor needs experience. Found another thing that we didn't put on our bar, because we're the best at things. But we never put that on our bar, so what else is new?
What up, Big Sexy?
Hey, what's going on, loves? Why is everything stuck all of a sudden?
Alright, we're level 20. Ooh, right now I can play one of my good guys then. Where are you at? Oh, you're in, what do you call it, right?
I'm in Shavrath.
Shavrath. I've been here forever. Alright.
We used Shadow Blades on the way to 20, but they did not hold up after level 20.
But what other secrets are there?
What are you playing right now?
I'm just using, I don't know, whatever the mace is that I've been using in the past, the Sworn Mace.
Oh, what, you're doing Artificer thing again?
It's the same build, I just did my Epic TR.
Oh, okay. Sarlana, right? Yeah, Sarlana.
Only on days that start with Y. Or end in Y, or have a Y in them.
So I tried out that 4 Bard 16 fighter. Man, it's really good.
Good.
It's really. I think maybe that for hardcore.
Yeah,
I got enough healing, and I got enough Bardy stuff. The 4th tier, you know, and War Chanter, and what do you call it? Swashbuckler, and then I can go tier 5 and Kensai.
right.
So far, but I actually want to do the defense more, the Stalwart Defender tree more. Then Kensai just maybe go tier 4 and the other 2. I have 3 tier 4s. And any weapon works well. I'm using hand axe, a dagger, different stuff, and they all work pretty well.
Is that a DPS build? Probably not. Probably does okay, but it's probably, I probably wouldn't consider it a DPS build. I'm not sure what a single weapon fighting DPS build would look like right now.
So when you're like 30 level and you got a bunch of past lives, everything's kind of done, like what is considered high DPS? 10,000 per swing on your weapon, or 20,000 per...
I honestly don't know. Which is
Especially
part
some
of...
people on streams that do a lot of damage, and people are commenting, oh, that's not much damage. I'm like, I did 11,000 damage, like, and 6,000. That's pretty good, I think, right? And like, whoa, guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it varies so much depending on all sorts of things. Like, because we don't have, like, a monitor system of some sort other than, like, time it takes to beat down, you know, like, generic red name type guy.
Yeah.
And then you also have to deal with, like, again, as Lion mentions in chat here, Lion-O, which I just realized it's a great name, by the way.
Thundercats.
That's right, Thundercats. Because of the Reaper scaling, things like get really skewed. So like, I don't know. I have not played what I would consider a high DPS build yet. It's usually not something that's like super high on my priorities list.
No, yeah, I understand.
But
go ahead.
But I know that I've seen people that run around with like a regular hits like 8,000 and then they crit for like 24, 44. Beef like had like the thrower build at 30. We like almost instantly dropped this boss. He's like, oh yeah, I triple shotted on a crit for like over 100,000 damage or something.
That's what I'm saying. So like that's high DPS. So if someone's doing like 6,000 or 7,000 per hit and Reaper with him, they're not doing anything.
I mean, it's not doing anything. It's just it's less.
You'd be like 10th level guy doing damage, and high 10th level guys doing 30 damage.
Yeah, well, and it depends. Like I said, like right now I'm swinging for 300 damage, but we're not on Reaper. I'm not using a piercing weapon. Like, it varies. But then you also got to look at how many times that you're attacking, what's your double strike chances.
I mean, this a couple times ago, I played with you, and I'm looking at like my damage on my screen and yours. I'm like, wow, I'm actually sometimes doing more. Or, like, and my build's like no pass laws really, and not much better gear. And there's sometimes you're just like, it's like insane. It's like, whoa, holy schmikeys. So that's why it's kind of sometimes it's kind of confusing. It's like, man, what is like what would be considered good?
See, and that's just it. I don't because I don't play at that high level that often. I couldn't tell you. Like, I couldn't give you like a number range that I would say this is good.
Because let's say I'm killing the monsters 50 points every hit, and I'm not dying. You're killing them at 300 hit points every click, and you're not dying. So we're both be considered DPS then, right? Because we didn't die, didn't get hurt, and we both defeated our monsters. Yours just a little faster.
I mean, the difference is that
That makes sense to you? Kind of makes sense?
it's sort of in the sense that everything is relative to everything else, right?
Uh-huh.
So I believe as long as you're having fun and you get through the quest and you accomplish your goals, then your build is what you're trying to get out of it, right? Like B, for example, doesn't like this build, right? He doesn't like it. It is not his bag.
Is it not his playstyle or like a tactic?
I just think that I just think that the damage numbers are way lower than he would like it to be for a build of this style. Are you joining us in the quest?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just here talking to you. Okay, I have level 23 and 25. Which one's good?
You can bring a level 20, 19, or 18.
Ooh, go ahead.
I'm doing heroic quest for Phlor, and he is level 19, so that's...
I have 18 and 17, so 18, right? Okay.
Yep, you can bring an 18.
Okay, cool. I'm in Evening Star, just let you know. I don't know where you do.
We're in
But no,
Shavrath.
See, like someone like me, if we're in a group and you're like, Jason, I need you to just do healing. I'm like, I'm good, Captain.
Right.
As long as we win.
Right.
I don't need to be the top guy. I don't need to be the most best. We're winning. We won. We won. I'm good.
And I think that's a trait for...
I don't care about the kill count. I don't care that you killed 2,000. I killed 1. Did we win the quest? Did I heal you? Did I raise you? We're good. We won.
So, have you ever heard me talk about psychotropic profiles? I think that's what they're called.
No.
So, Magic the Gathering designer Mark Rosewater put out what he believed to be profiles of the gamers that play Magic the Gathering. Right? So you have like one guy whose name is Spike, and his fun comes entirely from completing winning the games, right? Just victory at all costs. Doesn't matter what he's got to do, what he's got to play. It's bam. I want to win. That's where I get most of my fun from. That's what I want. Okay. What is the odds that you can find the quest? It's in Shavrath. I shared it with you. I'll share the rest of them to you, so the only one that'll light up on your thing will be the yellow door that we're in.
So Sins of Attrition is the one I want to stay on.
Sins of Attrition is the one you want to stay on.
Okay.
You're going to go forward up the stairs. You're going to turn back around to the right. Go up the hill. There'll be an explorer. And you're going to run down that hill. I don't know the directions. But you're going to run down that hill along the spine to Sins of Attrition.
Okay.
I will give you a minute. If you don't think you can make it there, I will finish this quest and then...
Just finish it. I'm an Evening Star. My bag's full. I got pretty much stuff out. So, yeah.
So, anyway, then there's another profile that he calls Timmy. And Timmy just likes doing cool things. Like, he likes playing big monsters, etc. Then there's Johnny. Johnny likes playing combo, likes making things happen. And then there's another guy who just only likes the artwork. Like, that's why he plays and collects is for the artwork. Stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So if I were to build profiles for a DDO player, one of those builds would be like, you know, I'd call it like Jason, and it would be somebody who is more about, did the group succeed? Like, not as worried about things like personal glory. Did I do all these things? Did I even play my best? You know what I mean? Like, there's attributes to... Okay. There are attributes that I think that you have that I would definitely highlight as a thing, right? So, like, there are people who want to have all the glory. They want to lead the kill counts. They want to have the biggest damage. They want to solo on the hardest difficulties.
It's hard to play with those people, especially when you're in pugs, because you feel like you're not helping, and then they get frustrated because you're behind. You're like, man, those people are hard to play with. I'm telling you, from someone who plays like I do, it's hard.
Sure, and I imagine, like I said, I imagine there's probably some amount. There it is. There's some amount of another profile where people get upset with other people are not contributing in the way that they want them to contribute.
Oh, I've seen it before. People are like, "How come you didn't carry your serious pots or something to this poor guy?" I'm like, "He just forgot. Here, I'll give him some of mine." No one's stopping the quest of the world from dying. And I was like, those people, I just can't play with those people.
Sure. And again, part of that there's probably, again, if I were to cobble together a series of profiles, which I think that they should do, like, it would be important, because you have people who want to sit around and smell the flowers on the, when you're going through a quest. There's people who want to go through the quest in a beeline, straight manner. There's people who want to be surprised and people who don't want to be surprised. Like, you start putting all these things together, and you can, like, build and determine what kind of, like, quests or what kind of, like, you can start tailoring things for people. All right, let me get caught back up here on the chat for 1 second, because I feel like there's probably been some solid comments about what I'm talking about. And let's just see here. Base damage and crit scale better versus double strike proc effects and really high Reaper. So there's lots to think about. I think that if you're hitting, it's hard to judge, right? Like, for something like that, because we don't have a good DPS kobold that we can test all the time. So, like, right now the best thing we could do is go into, what is that quest? Cabal for 1 or whatever.
I wonder what the max damage somebody can do in the game would be. I wonder what it is.
Oh, it was much higher. Like, there were some sick numbers for a while.
Is it a weapon? Is it a this? Is it a...
It's probably spells.
You can do?
It's probably spells. Like, I have seen some really big Meteor Storm crits.
If someone had the best gear for a caster...
But all that stuff got changed, so I could not tell you what we'd be looking at. Alright, so now we're doing Genesis Point.
Okay, hold on. Far shifter, send me to... Where's it at?
It'll be under go someplace more, and it'll be the bottom of that one. So anyway, like, if you hit something, normally you'd hit it for 100, but instead in Reaper mode you hit it for 80. But you hit it twice. Is that better than hitting something for what would normally be 200, but instead is 180? It's, like, comparable, right? So, like, I like a high double strike because it has a second chance to fire off, like, your crits. It has a second chance to fire off your special attacks and stuff like that. I'm a big double strike fan. Double strike and strike through, those are the things I like. I do a lot of soloing. I reckon it's hard to not get it. To think about where that's probably in regards to. I'd say ranged spell builds are easier to get dope damage. In my opinion, most builds need half items that make a big jump in DPS. Items are definitely a huge part of your build. It's the thing that makes the biggest amount of change and is the easiest thing to update. So, like, Phlor, for example. Phlor is missing out on about 6.5 years, 7 years of DDO, somewhere in that ballpark, right? So right now, he's struggle busing to get to level 20. But then when he gets to level 20, assuming he doesn't TR right away, he can start leveling up to level 30, and along the way, at some point, he's going to be able to jump into the Feywild expansion. And he could easily gear himself out 99% with Feywild gear at level 30 and be perfectly acceptable. Perfectly fine. Is there things that he might want to tweak out here and tweak out there at some point when he becomes refreshed with the game a little bit more? Of course. You know, you're like, oh, I need this raid item, or I'd like this raid item, or this artifact, or this artifact.
Keep running around this Shavrath in circles looking to get into this Devil's Battlefield.
Just jump off.
Down there?
Just jump off the edge to disappear and reappear.
I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm trying to find a way up there. I'm like, okay.
You can walk up there, but you're at the point where just jump down and be done. Let's see. Don't think kill count matters. There's a couple of different thoughts on that. On one side, it doesn't matter in the sense that you don't. It doesn't do anything. Like,
Or like people that want to have like 6,000 straight elites. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter after 50 or 30. So if you want to help your guildie, you go and do normal. And I see people go like, no, I can't mess up my streak. I'm like, but it doesn't do anything. You're helping your guildie. You can't do that content. So why would you not? When it doesn't, I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's like me telling my niece, you're not a world-class singer. I can't work with you. You gotta be the best singer. No, sorry. No, I have to go down to where they're at to help them.
yeah, but at the same time, like, there's also something to be said about pulling people along. Like, look, man, you can do this content. You just don't think you can. Get in here. Let me see. Sorry, I just want to while you're getting here, I'm standing here.
Yeah, I see your
Get through the rest of the chat here. My current life is a favorite Sork favorite soul build for crazy fire damage and light for coverage. That sounds strong. For single target, group target seems probably difficult. The melee guy who does insane burst, sustain damage versus red names won't get high kill counts, but you love having. Exactly. Everybody's got a role in the quest. You just have to figure out what the role is that you want to do and build for it. So, like, I like being the toolbox guy. I don't have to be the best at everything or anything, but I like being able to, like, just do all the traps. I like being able to cover a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like the silver bullet type scenario. I think it's because I had somebody else go in first that threw it up on the screen. Alright, so in this quest...
Maybe that's why I like static groups so much. It's like, I know that I have people I'm with.
Yeah, you
know,
have a role, you know what your role is.
They're not gonna, like, you know, like, I tried to do a raid the other night. I was like, I'm gonna do a raid. I joined this raid. I'm like, hey, I don't really know the raid too well. In chat, one person, all of them was like, hey, man, I'll help you along. Nobody else. Then everybody else has negative comments to make, like, come on, hurry up, we gotta go over. I'm like, dude, I've never been here before. I didn't create the game, so stop thinking everybody is like the master player. Stop.
Well, again, I think a lot of people, there's tiers, right? Like, you have rating.
Some guys who've never been here, they've never been there. So they're not going to know where to go in this room or kill this guy with this weapon or do this spell. They don't know.
Right, but also keep in mind, not everyone's going to keep that registered. Right? Not everyone's going to go, oh, wait, yeah, this is the guy who has never been in the quest before. And also you're going to have people that are going to say, you know, like, hey, this isn't a teaching raid. Alright, are we done? Can you spare the details and just let me...
It's not a teaching raid. Put in your LFM. Need expert players only. Don't have time to...
Well, but that's kind of more the default. Right? Most people, I think the default is the other way around. It's like, if it's a teaching raid, tell us. Right? As opposed to, if it's just a regular raid. And it doesn't mean you have to be an expert at it. It just means, hey, look, you know, if you don't know what's going on, you gotta tell us, and you gotta be vocal, and you gotta ask, and, like, you've watched me do a whole bunch of raids lately, probably, that I've never done.
But everybody seems like it's like nice, everybody has a good time and fun.
That's
Why
because
do I find the ones that are not like any of that?
Because when I join that, I'm joining a very specific group on the server, right? And when I go in there and do that thing, most of those people either know me, know my reputation, or I get to rely on people like Beef and Tobrell's reputation. They're like, yeah, Sam knows, like, even if I don't know what's going on, doesn't mean I'm not going to try to figure it out or whatever. Like, we went into Demigod, the brand new raid, the first day, and somebody else was like, yeah, I kind of want to do the puzzles, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like sitting there figuring out the puzzles. I'm like, all right, well, I think this is the path to figure out the puzzles, but I'm not going to do anything because it's not my role. My role is to do X, Y, Z, you know, and to offer the occasional tidbits, which is what I did. And then, since then, now, I've been doing a whole lot of stuff like that. Correct. They never liked that bonus, so they got rid of that bonus, basically. Let's see. What else is going on here? Sorry. There are people who get more into the role-playing element. That's true. Like I said, there are definitely people who flower sniffing type people, role playing type people. Again, I would, if I were to start breaking down. Let's see, that door's closed. We want to open it. And that door is closed. We want to open it.
If it's a group that I'm playing in, they don't want to do any raids, and our gear is just like, we're doing Reaper 3 now, and like it's just not holding up. It's something I don't want to do raids myself. So.
Well, that's fine.
I did 3 raids, and 2 were horrible. I want to jump through the screen and say, dude.
Well, what?
Women, man, whatever you are, you got serious bad issues. This is what your life is going to be about.
Well, there are some people who are like that for sure. But then again, you also gotta keep in mind that you could have a really good day with that person later.
That's what I'm saying. Just be respectful. Don't make snide, mean comments. You know, it's like, do you talk to your children that way? You talk to your parents that way? Your wife? Jeez, are you serious?
Yeah, but at that same time, like, keep in mind that maybe they're having a bad day. They came on to play the game to relax. I mean, you gotta give a little bit of a benefit of a doubt as well. Like, you don't know. I don't know. Somebody might be like that all the time. Again, I talk about a guy who had a reputation, Wansler, for being a bit of a jerk, right? And he and I normally got along quite fine. One day he decided that he was going to throw a hissy fit at me because he was in a shitty mood. And I just gave it to him with both barrels. I'm like, if you're, you know, I used a lot of expletives that I try not to use.
He needs to go play by himself. Or whatever,
well, and we were doing a raid. And my character was built around this idea back of the old War Chanter build, right? The old War Chanter stuff. So one of the songs that I had lowered your fortification. And he starts throwing this big fit because he was playing a wizard about how I lowered his fortification. And I just unleashed. I gave it. I'm like, look, if you're such a bad player and with a bad build that you don't have an allowance for 10 more minus to your PR or to your fortification because blah 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 blah, then you're a bad player and you need to cut this shit out and stop billing at other people and yelling at them to lift you up higher because you are not playing correctly. This is a very common thing. It goes around all the time. All these people want it. You're the only one in this group that doesn't want it. So instead of complaining, why don't you go stand over there while I sing this song for everybody else?
There you go.
And from that day forward, he shut the hell up around me when it came to that kind of stuff because I gave it to him. Right? And we became good friends. Well, not good friends, but we became reasonable friends after that. Like, before, we tolerated each other and had fun together. But then after that, he's like, yeah, you gave as good as you know, like, you dished it back out. Like, I respect that. Like, there are all sorts of personalities in the world. You know this.
Oh, I know.
And they all combine different ways in DDO. And
but people I deal with face to face.
Sure.
And I don't do hide behind the computer, talk shit like they're funny.
And there are people who are like that, right? Lana. Hey, Voodoo.
Lana!
How was the DDO stream video or stream or whatever it is? Hope it was good. Everybody, welcome. Did a little bit of TR work today. Now we're bringing an old friend back from the dead here. Basically. We're kind of talking about a bunch of different things all at once. Builds and the idea of designing things for your different players around what's going on. Stuff like that, but feel free to jump into the conversation with whatever you got. Finboy, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I would ask if you guys are not already following the channel. I think it's a follow here on Twitch. Please hit the follow button. I'd really appreciate it. We stream Monday through Thursday DDO, and then on Fridays we've been streaming console games, specifically Final Fantasy Tactics this year. One of my goals is to finish playing that. So if you are excited for other things as well, that's Friday mornings. So think about checking us out. You're just sad now? Oh man, what are we sad about? Do we need a dad joke? Can I think of a good dad joke? I read like some great ones the other day, and I sent them to my kid, and he just like groaned back or via text message. It was perfect. But I honestly don't know if I remember any of them now. You got a good one, but it's a bit long. Well, if you can type it out, I will read it. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, I forgot to check these doors. That door is open. And that door is closed.
The chest. Open this chest.
If you want to open the chest, have at it.
Nothing in it. You can have this. You like this item. It's perfect for you.
It's probably all trash, right? Frigid
No.
of Dodge. Oh yeah, it's all trash. That's all stuff that you sell to the vendor to make yourself feel good and have a coin in your pocket. I don't know. It's... You just have to remember that not everyone is going to be in the same place as everybody else, and that's all you can do.
Oh, but you're online playing a fun video game we all like to play. There's no reason to be disrespectful to people. That's all, man.
Well, I don't disagree, but some people...
For example, let's say I had a horrible
Like
day
how...
today.
I don't even
Bad
have an
day.
LFM up. I don't have an LFM up. I do have an LFM up. I've got like a bunch of people. Sure, man. Sure. Hey! I wasn't planning on having an LFM up, but apparently I decided to do it. So we are in Genesis Point. Feel free to come along.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. On my way.
I know everybody Sam can't be the same as everybody else. I get that 100%. But I could say I had a horrible day today. I went down and relax and play and not be mean to somebody because they did lock picks. They ran out on accident. You know what I'm saying? It's like it happens. Hey, anybody gonna go have lock picks? If not, buy some from the store real quick. It's just simple solutions.
Well,
If you're
yeah.
that mad, have that bad of a day, you don't need to be playing with other people. Play by
Well,
yourself.
but again, at the same time, like, those are the kind of things that, did I not pull everything? Alright, stay here for a second. I'm
Okay.
not the portal should be up, which means I probably didn't pull something.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
I clicked all those damn well, not clicked them all, but I looked at all those things at the portal. I don't know. I feel like, and this is my point, and Velo's not here to hear it anyway, so it's probably fine. But my point is, if when you're looking at something, okay, it was in this room. If you're upset because somebody else was being a dick, right? And it stays with you for more than like the time that you're hanging out with that person, then you need to look at things, because in my mind, right, maybe it's not the same or it's not as bad, but it's clearly also problematic. No, he's super dead. I have to send Phlor up there to help him. Alright. Let's switch over to Phlor. See if we can get there in time. Must have stabilized and got some hit points back. Hopefully that doesn't mean he's getting pounded on again. Looks okay so far. Everyone already has the quest, so that's good. Can we hit some buttons? Buttons seem good. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on with Phlor's builds here. Alright. to Samus. Continue cleaning out this mess. I don't know. Anyway. Long story short, it's all good. Alright. Let's see. The guys are here. I have to move some characters around, I think, to pull the tops. Maybe V-Love will get back. Alright. Try to go to the northmost room. Stay on the top floor. Just walk around to the north.
Okay. Cameron's down having dinner with her mom. You'll be here for 6 days. Woohoo! Haven't been to Barcelona in a long time. Last time I was here was 9/11.
Okay. Joke incoming. Thank you, my friend. So this lady's about to give birth. And she's in the hospital. Her brother is the only relative in the room. She starts pushing out the baby. And passes out from the pain. She wakes up to the doctor and says, "Where's my baby?" The doctor says, "Oh, you actually had twins. A boy and a girl."
Do you need me to go up top?
I think V-Love's on his way to the top right now.
Yeah, I'm
Dastardly.
running there right now.
Gotcha.
Let's see. We actually had twins, a girl and a boy. We had to take them to the other room, but they needed names first. So your brother named them. Woman says, "I didn't want my brother to pick the name. He's an idiot." Oh well. What names did he pick? He says, for the girl, he chose Denise. The one replies, "Oh, that's actually a pretty name." And then she grows suspicious and goes, "What about the son?" And he says, "The nephew."
Yeah, I'm at the north of this big box. I see your blue dot. How do I get in
Perfect. All right. So, do you see a platform with like come to the window? Now, do you see like a thing that you can click with a bunch of circle valves on it?
there? Yeah.
Like in a pattern. Click all of those.
It says gravity switch, valve, all that stuff.
Click all the valves.
Okay, not the switches, just the valves.
Not the switches, just the valves. There'll be like 3 on the top. There you go. Perfect. Now,
Yeah.
you lower all those and we talk to the prisoners and free them. That was pretty great. I thought that was a good one. Duh niece. Duh nephew.
Okay, they're all done.
Alright. And now we're going to go to the east. We're making our way around clockwise.
So I'm gonna go counterclockwise.
No, you're going to go clockwise.
Go clockwise, okay.
I don't think you're needed except for the last room, but never hurts to check. Coworkers share that. One of your you should definitely keep that one in mind. That one was good. I like that one quite a bit.
It was funny. Okay, I'm at the easternmost room with a shrine in it. Or shrines, wherever. Like, looks like there's shrines. I love shrines. Okay, there's a control panel here. Want to do anything? 2 levers. Left lever, right lever.
I don't think those levers. I mean, they open doors or whatever down here. I don't think they're really necessary. Like I said, I think you're probably going to want to go to the south room. That's the one that's probably going to be the next most useful thing. Hit the intimidate button. to worry about anybody getting murdered except for
Okay,
me.
I'm in the room with Phlor and
Perfect.
Ireland.
So look at that control panel.
Okay.
Alright? There'll be like a bunch
Lever,
of
valve.
runes and levers, right? Next to them, there's like a weird rune.
Yeah, there's one lever and 4 valves.
Distractions from the inevitable.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Phlor's here.
I'm Phlor.
Oh, you're oh, I thought you were well, same as what? So Phlor is your
I'm
like a
currently
wife's character?
no. Phlor is Phlor's character, but he sent me his account information so I can look at it and help him out with
Oh.
stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there's an icon that has 3 distinct patterns. This one. So we're gonna hit that one. That's gonna open the doorway so I can walk through.
So the middle one or the third one. Okay.
And then the next one is the other one that's made of 3 distinct things, but it's got 2 F's on the furthest rune. So this one.
So hit 3 again. Whatever.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so now we need to get this thing.
I need to get a better bow. I have the Barovian and the Twisted Willow. I need to get like a 18, 19, 20 or more. Anything coming up in any quest that has that?
At 20, you'll be able to get like something that's better, but
Because the Barovian's only level 10, but the Twisted Willow is 15.
oh god, we missed some prisoners somewhere. Okay.
I got it. Yeah.
Apparently we missed some prisoners.
You're paralyzed, buddy. Haha.
But yeah, at 20 there'll be a bow. For now, that bow is probably fine.
I'm doing good damage. I'm doing like 70 to 80 per shot, and my crit was 750 earlier.
Yeah, I didn't see these guys back here. Alright, so now we're all going to get teleported together. We're going to clear this room. But don't pull this lever until we're kind of done. But you can loot this chest. Okay, so I was just thinking for ease boxes, but we could do whatever.
Ruby of Flame. 20th level one, too, but that had no weapon. I'm wearing a set, my first set on any character, Sam. How proud. I got the something set. Oh, it's the captain set.
Alright, hang on.
With the ship kickers and all those.
What were you saying?
You know me?
No, D-Day.
I agree with you. You're the lead. I'll follow you wherever you want to take us.
Okay. I mean, if someone has a different preference, we could adjust, no big deal, but it's like the easiest one to get to, I think. I know the easiest one to actually do is the devil, but I honestly don't remember which one that is either. Alright, so now we go back down. And you can come with us this time, so turn around and come to that portal. Then we're just going to go around to one of these sides so we find this open door. Not here. Where's that stupid door at? Maybe it's on this side? Yeah, it's over here. It's on this side.
Traps. Oh, you're a trapper too, never mind.
You have chosen to destroy the portals in the portal bay.
Oh no, why?
But I have Featherfall.
Nah, it's not a big deal.
I believe this one's portals.
Yeah, this will be the portals.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit long, but I think their DPS should be fine for this, and it's a whole lot less hassle to like get people to.
I just think it's kind of weird. Like you fall 6 million feet down with no feather fall, and you take like, oh, 100 points of damage, but I got 600 still. It's like it's like possible you would die. You'd be just splatted.
Well, the difference is that characters are tougher.
Oh, I know. It's just like when you just think of it out of the box. You're like, man.
Sure. But also, if some like giant monster breathed fire on me, I would also be dead.
That's like you just melt. It's like, oh, I'm wearing cloth and I'm carrying a stick.
Right. Like, oh, I'm very badly burned.
I wonder if they have games that are like that. Actually, do like that. You know, you fall off the cliff, your lights out. You know.
Well, again, though, you also have to keep in mind that people have survived, like, free falling through airplanes or jumping off buildings and stuff. So, freak things happen all the time. And as an adventurer of my level, I have been trained to intentionally cultivate said freak things. Have you ever watched... Oh, what are they called?
Teletubbies.
Yes, but no. The Gamers. There's a movie called The Gamers. It's I want to say niche, but I don't know if it's niche anymore. But a bunch of D&D players like made a movie, and they've made several now. Like they've crowdfunded several. They
Ladder me.
Yeah, just go up the ladders. Kill everything you have to get up the ladders. There used to be only one side worked, but I think now both sides go all the way up. But that movie is great. I think you would love it. It's like filled with all the different D&D cliches. But there's a guy who says things like, well, a rogue of my level, and he's like, I can steal this guy's pants and all sorts of like, it really is that kind of shenanigans. I think that you would laugh. But every time I hear someone make that kind of argument, I always think, oh well, but a rogue of my level, I would naturally be able to do XYZ. Alright, there'll probably be trash pretty soon. We look good. Alright, one portal down, 4 to go? 4 to go. Yeah, our DPS is pretty good. After so long of the portals being open, monsters will like teleport in boxes or whatever, and then we'll have to clear trash. But if we can just keep pounding them down this quickly, then it's not a big deal. Oh no, anyway, chat, a question was posed earlier. Where do you consider a good DPS number? And do you calculate DPS like over 30 seconds? Do you calculate it on a per hit basis? How is it that you think of DPS? Because if you're talking about damage per second, I feel like it should be over some amount of time, right? 4 damage is high DPS. I agree, depending on the content, I suppose. Try to pull the chat in on these kind of conversations. All right.
Ooh, new gear. Nothing in here. Dang it.
Let me see what Samus pulled. Here's a bad bow. There we go.
Insight 73. Doesn't want to kill you at least.
Kind of the same boat as you, where I don't play much of cat. Yeah. Well, and I certainly am that. I certainly don't spend that much time at camp. But I don't think it'd be that difficult to kind of deduce. All right. Which of these other two do you guys want to do? Do you want to fight the Maruth at the end, or do you want to go into the giant pit of doom?
I'm good with both. Aren't me?
I'm up for either.
On the horse? Alright, horse it is.
I gotta do them anyway for flagging, so.
Yeah, I just trying to get Phlor to 20, and I think this will be the last one that he needs. So let's just do the...
Nice.
Oh, I can level right now. I've already been able to level. So I could take 19 and... I don't know how much close I'd be to 20. I'm ranked 93 right now.
Yeah, you're pretty close. Yeah, let's just do... What is this one way over here? The 5th Legion.
Okay.
New Invasion. Yeah, that's what it's called.
We gotta get McGillicuddy a horse.
Yeah, apparently I'm gonna have to do something with Phlor's account as well. Figure out how to best get him a horse.
Oh, dude, I need to give you my account so you can just fix all my stuff. That's what you should do for sure. Is 1 day a week. Hey, give me all your account. You fix your stuff. Look at V-Love. Why is he using this level 3 dagger on his level 27 player?
It's because he's on the cleric. It doesn't really matter.
The red namer.
Alright. This guy, and then... Let myself get shot a whole bunch. It's fine. Alright. Let's get Phlor back on the move.
There's a red name back there. I was starting to fight it, and I said, uh-oh, you left. You need to...
I didn't even see it. Was it still... Which one was it? Do you know?
I'll go back and look.
Was it the big Orthon?
No, it was a troglodyte. Like 3 names.
Let the feast of souls
Oh, that's probably not a red... I mean, it is an orange name kind of guy, but he's not a real red
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jumping off here. I'm going to you.
I feel like I've seen plenty of people where they're like their average hits like 1,000 and then they crit for like 6,000, 7,000. I feel like that's pretty normal. I don't know if that's good, but I feel like that's like your bare minimum level that you're trying to look for. Is like get as close to that base hit of 1,000 as you can.
I'm going to kill this guy. He keeps knocking out my horse. There.
Oh, this option somehow. Okay. I didn't even know you could click on those. I didn't even know those were buttons. Hang on, I'll get Phlor back out and reset it. Sorry. I want to do this on normal. Okay. I wonder how that got changed. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we're good to go back in.
So did I tell you that Lindsay Lohan agreed to that my terms for working with her? She
I did
agreed
not
to
know that. That's good.
them. Yep, May 1st I'll start working with her.
Well, now I have a reason to come visit you. Now I just need the
I'll just send her to you. Hey, there's a new
means
studio.
of,
Put a campus.
yeah. You know, that would not be the worst. I'll put Lindsay Lohan on the stream with me, and we can...
We'll have
Be
her
great.
go to your store you work at, your card store. She can guest appearance, play DDO.
I mean, that'd be okay too. Play some Magic the Gathering with Lindsay Lohan on the stream. Alright, let's see if we get lucky. And able to skip a Phlor. Oh, we are. Sweet. B-Love, you might not want to come down right away.
Okay, stay back here.
Yeah, this portal's like, when you jump through it, it triggers an ambush right away.
Okay.
So, just give me a second to weed a lot of this junk down. Alright, you're safe now.
I'm just killing this T thing out here. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way. So my method is the same as lots of people's method. I'm just gonna put my left shoulder on a wall and we're gonna run around till we find what we're looking for. This hole in the ground is what we're looking for. Sometimes I live a relatively charmed life. Apparently today is going to be one of those days. Like, the more my migraine hurts, the more charmed my life is in DDO. Is that fair?
Sure.
No, it's not. That's bull shark. Alright. Then you always, B-Love,
Yeah.
the backflip into the hole for style.
Alright, I don't even do that, so let's jump.
Oh, well then you probably died. That is the law of equivalent exchange. Then I want a different exchange. Although I have found a bit of a workaround, and if I had some more income, I could probably adjust my meds in a different way. But of course, if you guys would like to help out with those kind of things, patreon.com/Samus is the best way to help us out with the dollars and cents. 3 to 94%, 95 is the last official number I heard, but then they didn't take into account some of their other fees. But it's in the high 90s, which is much better than like the 50% that Twitch wants. But you get sweet emotes if you go through Twitch, so however you'd like to support the stream, whether with your dollars or just your eyeballs, either way, I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us today. Yeah, I'm already tired of my head hurting. Oh, shoot!
I had a headache yesterday.
Well, I had a doctor's appointment 20 minutes ago. Right? Huh?
20 minutes ago you were at the doctor, you said?
I was supposed to be at the doctor 20 minutes ago.
Oh, you called and changed it. Canceled?
I did not. I forgot. So I'll probably finish this quest, jump in the shower, and see if I can get in late. It probably won't have a big deal.
$25 fee if you don't have your appointment.
My doc's usually pretty good. And I'll just blame it on the time change.
There you go.
The biggest problem is how long am I going to have to wait to be able to get in? Because I'm like a very fast adjustment.
Yeah. Our time changes until the 28th.
Oh, they're in Spain?
Yeah, in London. No, when we get back home from London.
I thought London was the same. I thought the UK and the United States were lined up on those kind of things.
That's what I thought too, but they were announced on TV. It was the 28th.
Oh, they must
maybe
have moved it.
maybe they're talking. Used to be. I don't know. It was on the news the other day.
I don't know. Oh, I can see that this D-Day is an individual of class and skill, because he has his bloody footprints turned on.
Nice.
I do not. I should probably have them turned on, but I'm too lazy to get them turned on.
I don't have any of that stuff.
Well, I think the next hardcore is going to be next month.
Yeah, that was the anniversary event, supposedly.
Well, the anniversary stuff's going on now. You took the time to do your anniversary stuff, right?
I got a few things. I got a cloak and something else. I want to get the crossbows, but that's what I want to get.
Main thing, in my opinion, is getting that D12. That D12 is huge.
D12 is that?
It teleports you to the marketplace.
Oh, where do you get that at? From the anniversary?
From the event, yep. It's 250 shards, I believe, or party favors.
Did you get that back in the day when you first played? They give it to you or something?
Nope.
That's always I thought you had one for a while.
I've had one for a long time, but I got it the first year they introduced it, and I've used it ever since then.
Yeah, see, I don't think I was playing then.
Yeah, take the time to go get it. If you don't have one, it's worth it in my opinion.
It's like having Evening Star Key and stuff like that. That's so worth it.
Yep. Some of
I
those
wish you
things
could
are
Evening
good.
Star Key out of there. It'd be easier. So all the way south, all the way to the cavern.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fact that you can get there at all is nice. I just would like to see that kind of stuff all get drilled down into one. Not even necessarily one item, but like they kind of want to do something with the horses to make them more. They work more like your pets. I'd like them to do something similar with like the teleport items. So you can get them out of your backpack. I don't think they need to be physical items in your backpack anymore. Or digital items in their backpack anymore. Chest on the other side of that wall.
And there's so many hot chicks here too, man. Not fair.
There are hot chicks everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Why not active feats? Feats would be fine too. I know that part of the reason they want to do it is part of the trade-off of having an item in your inventory, but now we have like 11 of them, and I'd really like them to not be like that. Is it supposed to rain and be nasty again today too, also? I swear I hear rain, but I see sunlight. Yeah. Maybe even snow? What the hell?
Oh, stop the rain.
We always have one ice storm before when spring starts, because I always have to go bring the tree in because I'm afraid it's going to die. So I'm waiting this year to take the tree outside till after this ice storm, which means we probably won't have it this year. Instead of the tree being out getting full and beautiful, it's getting beat, sitting in the house with not enough light. People really want me to figure out a way to take it with me on the bus too. I just don't think I can. I just don't think I have the room.
Yeah, my niece is staying with my buddy Gavin and his wife.
Have we wandered through here? I feel like we have, right?
Looks familiar.
We gotta wander back to the beginning so we can where we started walking off to. They have the framework tomes for consumables that provide feats. That's true. So is like the Reaper potion. So is like a lot of stuff. I'd like to see them include those kind of things going forward so we don't have to worry about it so much. Taking up unnecessary space. It's gotta be over here, right? We basically had this floor done. think that D-Day is on the right track. Now he's coming back this way. Did that not go over there somewhere?
No, that was a dead end.
Alright, so let's see. Alright, yeah, over this way.
Must be the shrine out here.
Should be. Oh, this one's closed. Where? And that's a dead end, it looks like on the map, yeah. Yeah, I have the feeling we're gonna have to go all the way down to the bottom and around, like the way you guys are doing now. So
I'm just following.
Yep. Well, I separated, so I'm gonna have to figure out the path. How we missed it, I don't know, but figured out. So when I hear feat, I think about, you know, feats like point blank shot, toughness, things on the character sheet tab. I mean, that's true, but there's also...
There it is.
Alright, sweet, I'll be right there. I was looking at a different path. What did I miss? Here?
He pickled it right on. Never know how to figure do all that stuff out. Every time I do play a muck, it says your finishing move is too late. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Why just using a dagger thrower or a quarterstaff user?
It's tough. Yeah, you could use favor to unlock teleports as well. I think that would be fine.
Chest.
Alright, people are welcome to come with me, I guess, but I'm pretty much just gonna go down and walk in a big circle and kill this guy.
Ooh, got a belt.
Do you
Seeker,
want...
Ravager.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's all trash. Alright. Alright. Feel free to come down, feel free to wait. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever floats your boats. Come on, wake up. Okay, let's go. I'll not be stopped. My destiny, mortals. Alright, are you familiar with this quest?
No.
Alright,
Nice shot over there.
see how those circles on the floor light up? You don't want to be standing on those.
Okay.
They're going to explode and they're going to curse you.
What are you chasing me for? I don't do that much damage.
And you probably pissed it off to start with. I haven't even been able to hit it hardly at all yet.
Whoa.
Yeah, they explode real bad. I don't think I have time for that. Oof. Drink. Heal. Okay.
Is there a shrine down here anywhere? Dang it.
Nope.
I got a cake, I think. Should I use it?
Nah, we're okay.
Okay.
We just... Yeah, we were fighting ourselves on what we wanted to get done here.
Yeah, I hit him for like 600 points of damage and he just started chasing me. Like, no!
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a way to make a really, really good sneak attack build. But I was kind of not sure, like, was she crossbow, rogue, with bard, this, that, you know, just kind of, what would the best one would be?
Probably dagger thrower.
Think so?
I think right now daggers and dagger throwers in general are just like the best.
I got a dagger thrower too. 23 level.
Right, let's see if Phlor did it. He did it! Alright. Well, we got Phlor to 20, and I realized I was overdue for a doctor appointment, so I'm probably going to call it a stream here. But thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for letting me come.
Yep, no problems. I said you're welcome to send me a tell if you see my name and your level appropriate. Otherwise, the stream is twitch.tv/SamUsGarobo, and that'll give you an idea what's going on all the time. Let's see, Phlor can teleport to the marketplace. Alright. Leave Phlor. And for ease, I'm going to leave you as well. I'm just going to go run to the boat, and then we're going to go ahead and level Phlor to 20, and then that's probably where we'll basically wrap things up. We need a mana magic feat to do average damage for those of us who contribute but don't rock. I mean, the thing that I think a lot of people bring upon themselves is the feeling like they don't contribute enough, right? And that's not on anybody but you. We have a max swim, folks. We're max swimming over here. I hate having half a point. So it's not going to happen. There. Perfect. The world's greatest barbarian. See, let's take a look at our... Yeah, see, this is how little Phlor played after that. Ooh. So yeah, we're going to be in for some chop.
Alright, I'm in the 12. Sweet.
What does this even do? Oh, it's hit points and stuff. Alright, well, there we go. Alright, so tonight, my plan will be to do epic stuff. And kind of carry on as if this afternoon really didn't happen a whole lot, I guess, maybe is the way to put it. But, now we have Phlor at 20. He can join us as much or as little as he feels like. We'll probably do a lot of Explore Zones tonight. And we'll start right there. I'll try to get the wife's account logged on as well. Because that's part of the goal, right? Is to level her up, level Phlor up, level me up. And anybody else who wants to come along with the ride. So that'll be in about 4 hours now. And I hope you guys decide to join us over on the Soluna server here at twitch.tv/SamUsGarobo or over on youtube.com/SamUsGarobo. Either way, you're much appreciated. Alright, V-Love. I don't know what you got going on for the rest of the day, but I hope it's a good one.
I'm leveling and I'm meeting a girlfriend and mama for dinner.
Nice. And I hope the rest of you guys are also having a good time. But I am late for the dog, so I had better get out of here. Peace and much love, Wall. Oh, let's, we can raid. Who we want to raid here? Who else is playing DDO?
Alright, question for you, real quick. I'm 11 Ranger, 6 Rogue, 1 Fighter. I'm in the bow build. Should I another level of Ranger right now, or Rogue, or another level of Fighter? What do you think?
On Dastardly?
Yeah. I'm a Dex build too, Dex based. So do I go 13 Ranger, 6 Rogue, 1 Fighter, or 11, 8, 1, or 11?
I
6,
honestly don't
3?
know. Thakar says Rogue. I feel like, is there something that you need 12 levels of Ranger for?
I'm not sure. So
Like, I
just
feel
kinda
like
curious
12
from
levels
here.
of Ranger is good. But I don't...
So how about I do this? I'll go Ranger, Rogue, Fighter. I'll give one level each. 12, 7, and 2.
So a 12th level of Fighter or Ranger does nothing. Like, it literally does nothing, so...
Okay.
You don't have, like, it's +1 attack bonus and saves. It does give you 3rd level spells, one more 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Fighter would be a feat.
Okay.
And Rogue would be... You'd pick up a d6 for your sneak attack with a 7th level of Rogue.
Alright, so... I'll go Fighter this level, Rogue the last level. So, there we go.
Alright.
Get the extra feet.
Alright, well, it's Strimtom, myself, and this other guy named Dulu Chat. I have no idea. It looks like a French name. Yeah, it says French. So, I'm gonna raid him, I guess. Strimtom's already at 99 viewers. He doesn't need another handful of viewers, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, everybody, peace, much love. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know it was a little bit of a weird one. Started late, went a little long, etc. Messing all sorts of things up, but I hope to see you guys later this evening when we come back. And toodles all.